And we're back, baby. You already know. It's your boy Frankie, and we're back here with another one. We thought we wouldn't do back-to-back podcasts, but we did, because that Phoenix Suns Denver Nuggets game was amazing. Anyway, do the motherfucking drop. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. That was the most that was one of the most entertaining one-sided games that I've seen in a while, because even though the Denver Nuggets got the doors blasted off of them, got the brakes beaten out their ass, everything that you could think of, Jokic was still sensational. That guy is not human. So before I get to talking about what the Suns, they're probably going to go to the NBA Finals, to be honest, the way they're playing. And Chris Paul this year is also superhuman. But shout out to Jokic, man. He has to do it all by himself now that Jamal isn't there. And Michael Porter Jr. hasn't been helping. But he's young, so you're expecting this out of a 22-year-old kid in the playoffs. Like, of course. But other than the fact that the Denver Nuggets didn't really have Jamal Murray, the defense wasn't particularly incredible. From what I watched anyway, I started watching end of the third and the entire fourth quarter because I had work tonight and I had to come home and cook and eat because, yeah. But yeah, honestly, Nikola Jokic was sensational. He finished the game with a 30-point triple-double. The guy's just ridiculous. In that fourth quarter, there was a pass to Aaron Gordon, a pass to I don't know who else, but they were like all under the basket where he fought for the offensive rebound, and the double came at him quickly, and he just found the person that he was looking for. Like, his court vision is on some Magic Johnson type stuff, but he's 7 foot tall. Like, it's actually incredible how good that dude is. I remember during one of the videos where I talked about award predictions, I said that he was going to win MVP, but if I had my pick between him and Embiid, I'd pick Embiid. Might be having to walk that back now. Because what I saw from this dude, you know what? We're gonna do one of those because Nikola Jokic is so fire. And another one. Shout out to Nikola Jokic, because he was the GOAT for this team. There was really nothing much more he could do. Michael Porter Jr. has been absolutely non-existent in the series. Aaron Gordon had a tough game tonight. And Chris Paul in the fourth quarter said, "Oh, this little run y'all got here, that's cute. Watch this." And hit two back-to-back mid-range. And I don't know, because that's like his favorite spot. Like, you know, he loves to come off the screen, go to his right, and get like that elbow jumper that's always wet because he's the mid-range king. And Chris Paul this year, he wants it. He knows. He wants it more than ever now. And he finally sees himself with guys, I mean, other than Harden, but he finally sees himself as the guys who he could possibly win with. I'm not sure if Blake and DeAndre Jordan were ever that. And not only that, he's been able to stay relatively healthy. He had that shoulder thing in the first round, but he looks fine to me. He has 33 assists and 3 turnovers throughout this entire series. It's pretty much over. Like I said, I think the Suns are going to the finals. I think that the way they're playing right now, I mean, if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard pull this out of their ass and win yet another series while being down 0-2 and go to the conference finals to meet the Suns, if you're having a problem guarding Rudy Gobert, Bogdan Bogdanovich, and Joe Ingles, 3 substitute teacher lookalikes, and Donovan Mitchell. What are you going to do now when you have no interior defense? So you got to guard Ayton, who can average 20 and 10 for the series, like he did it against the Lakers. What are you going to do with Devin Booker? And also, what are you going to do with Chris Paul? Because is Patrick Beverly going to guard Chris Paul? That sounds like a tough one. But yeah, just things that I saw from that fourth quarter. Just it looks like Chris Paul is on a different like time and space than everybody else. The way that he's able to see the game in like slow motion, he sees everything in ones and zeros. He sees it in binary, like in the Matrix. It's crazy how incredibly talented as a passer that man is, and just his savviness for the game. And also, yeah, LeBron might pass as good as Chris Paul. Guess what Chris Paul doesn't do like LeBron? He doesn't turn the ball over. And during that fourth quarter, while the Nuggets were trying to pull off a run to try to get back in the game, I think the most they cut it to was like 13 or 12. Chris Paul, they just gave him the ball and were like, yo, here, waste some time off the clock and do what you got to do. And like I said, he hit 2 back-to-back mid-range jumpers that were the daggers. Jay Crowder was out here hitting shots. Cameron Payne, my God, Russell Westbrook must be proud somewhere, like a proud dad watching his kid grow up. It's incredible. I thought this dude was out of the league, and now he's dropping buckets. Didn't see much from Devin Booker, but that's probably because I caught the tail end of the game and not like the beginning of the game. What were his stats actually? Let me check that out. Let me see. Was he good? I probably should have this in front of me before I start recording, but like I don't care. Let's see. Let's look at the old box score here. Wow, Devin Booker had 28 in 40 minutes, and Chris Paul had 27. I mean, again, man, it's just your superstar players being superstar players, so shout out to them. Kind of a Denver kind of played spoiler tonight. Jokic received the trophy. I saw that little ceremony. It was really kind of cool to see him thank all his teammates and all that. But man, oh man, this guy, Chris Paul, just said, fuck that. I should have been MVP. And he took it personally, just like Michael Jordan. I'm joking. I don't actually know that. But in the terms of actual basketball and not cheat-driven narratives by the media, the Phoenix Suns are just a better team. Shout out to Monty Williams. This is what happens when you give, especially African-American coaches, you know what I'm talking about, NBA. You give them something else other than a JV league squad, and you give them talented players. My man is now on the verge of possibly coaching a team to the NBA Finals. So congrats to Monty Williams. Congrats to Devin Booker on his ascension to superstar. I know that a lot of people last year were saying between him and D. Mitch, who would you pick? I think right now I'd still go with Donovan because I don't know. There's something about Donovan that I like more than I like Booker's game. But they're on an even playing field now, and it's going to be a crash course collision if tomorrow the Jazz could take care of business. But yeah, man, that's my reaction to the game. So, shout out to that. And Jokic, don't worry about it, man. Regroup. You won the MVP. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have all the ladies. 'Cause they loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. Just absolutely loving the crew. Don't worry, bro. Even if you lose, you're still a winner. Because the amount of sloppy top you're going to get this year from these clout demons, you're not going to have anything in your life like that. Actually, is Jokic even like that? I don't know, man. He was playing, they had a video of the music that he was playing in the locker room, and he seems to be very Eastern European, so he might be out here looking, looking to do none of that and just sit at home and cry about it. I don't know. I don't know why I mentioned that he was Eastern European. I don't know, man. I'm rambling. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm beat. But I just wanted to get the reaction out to this game because I think that's what I'm going to start doing, especially during the playoffs. Like, I'm just gonna try to see what I can do. Tomorrow I get a little bit tomorrow I get out a little bit early So I should definitely be able to watch at least one of the games, which will probably be the Jazz and the Clippers game. And also tomorrow's a big day for Giannis. Tomorrow is a big day for Giannis because they are not looking pretty right now. Absolutely not. They're looking like it's looking kind of quiet for them, man. Giannis looks like he can't do anything if it isn't driving and dunking, kind of proving Harden's whole point. And also, Kevin Durant is looking like he is the best player on the planet when LeBron isn't on the court. So, I don't know, man. It's gonna be really tough for this Bucks team to prove to me that they could beat the Nets, especially when they have Mike Budenholzer holding them back from true greatness because he refuses to take Giannis off ball and just play him at the five. I'm gonna champion for this until Mike Budenholzer gets fired and they get somebody who has a clue in there. But yo, right now Giannis should be playing 40 minutes a game and he should be the center. You let him be a rim protector. If he has to guard KD, he has to guard KD, and just let him run, man. Like have him set up pick and rolls with Bledsoe. No, not Bledsoe. Drew Holiday and Middleton. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest, part of the fact why I think that even if they do all the adjustments, they still lose. Giannis doesn't have the solidified number two. Drew Holiday, he's a great defensive player, but when he's expending that much energy on offense, on defense, how much can he give you in offense, relatively speaking? Like, he hasn't been particularly great in this series on offense. I don't know if that's by design or is just him because he's tired from defending Kyrie, but I think the Bucks have a lot of decisions to make this upcoming offseason if they don't at least make it to the finals.